The Dalai Lama turned 84 in Dharamshala, the city in northern India where he lives in self-imposed exile. Hundreds of Tibetan exiles and refugees helped him celebrate.
Today is a very auspicious day for us. I pray he has a long life and stays with us always.
The birthday party included children who have never set foot in their country, Tibet. The remote and mainly Buddhist territory in the Himalayan mountain range is an autonomous region of China, part of a region known as the Roof of the World. Birthday celebrations too in India's capital. Thousands of Tibetans live in New Delhi after escaping what they say is Chinese oppression. In March, Tibetans marked 60 years since their uprising against Chinese rule. The Dalai Lama's birthday message this year is of compassion, religious harmony, and the importance of spreading Tibetan knowledge. He's not just seen by Buddhists as a living god, but also a symbol of Tibetan freedom. But many Tibetans are worried for their future, because choosing his successor is mired in political friction.
I'm just afraid because now Tibetans are going everywhere, so I'm afraid we are going to lose our culture and everything. So we are trying to really preserve our culture, to teach the Tibetans to the youngsters. So I hope it remains the same.
China says it's held sovereignty over Tibet for centuries and describes the Dalai Lama as a separatist, using religion as a front for political influence. But the spiritual leader's supporters argue he doesn't want independence, just more autonomy from China.
China has such a large economic impact or economic weight. That's enough to scare people off the idea of supporting Tibet. Several governments have withdrawn invitations to the Dalai Lama. Governments that have extended invitations have suffered the equivalent of economic sanctions from the Chinese.
Tibetans living in Nepal have been banned from celebrating. The Nepali government doesn't want to offend neighbouring China. While China's influence goes beyond its borders, Tibetans say they'll continue to fight for their culture, heritage, traditions and human rights both at home and abroad. Sara, Khairat, Jazeera.